Okay, so we are going into town to pick up an Amazon package at the Family Dollar. So I will record some of the scenery while we're out there, and if there's anything of note, then I will voice over for it and add it to the video. Well, Winky has assumed her favorite position when it comes to riding in the car now. She's seat belted in, so she's not going to jump out the window, but she likes to ride with her hands, her front feet up on the armrest, and then her head out the window. It's her new favorite way to ride in the car now. She wasn't really fond of that when she was little, but I guess it breaks the boredom for her to watch out the window. So anyway, this bumpy ass road again. I have a break between clients. My 3:30 client canceled. And so did my 4:30, so I don't have another client until 5:30, so that's why we're going to pick up the package. Plus, there's some stuff in there that I need to put a curtain on the door for the camper, for the front door. I have something stuck up in the window now, which doesn't really cover the whole window surface, so it's frosted, but still lets whatever environmental light that's out there at night, still lets it in through the window, so it doesn't block it completely. 5-mile trail that encircles the campground. Oh, people over there playing pickleball on the tennis court. Okay. I guess that's a thing. They're all very tan out there playing pickleball. So I read all the literature, and I don't know what the Getaway Club is. So I don't know what that is. I read all the literature, and I didn't see that on there anywhere. So maybe it's a thing that you can buy into with Thousand Trails. I didn't read the website, I just read the literature that they gave me, and I didn't see anything marked on the map or in the literature that they gave me about the Getaway Club. So, yeah, so that's something that maybe is something that you can buy into, like the Adventure Club. The Adventure Club is where you have access to all of the Thousand Trail campgrounds in the United States, which was that $8,000 package I was talking about. But you can stay in any Thousand Trails campground, and you can stay for 21 days, which sort of makes it easier, but not really. It doesn't make it that different, because as it is now, I can still stay 3 weeks in 1,000 Trails, just not the same one. I have to go someplace else for a week, and then I can go to another 1,000 Trails camp. So we are headed for the Family Dollar to pick up that package, I should probably bring up the map. That's what we want. What I was looking at before we got in the car.
Turn.
Okay, we're turning right. Okay, so you're going to hear Google Maps helping me along. Sweet shop right outside the gate of the campground. I don't know, it doesn't look open, so it could be a weekend thing. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday it could be open for tourists and travelers and that kind of stuff. So, but it's not open right now. So I'm not sure what kind of trees these are, but these are the kind of trees that the campground's full of. Parks around in this area. I think I probably passed, I don't know, 7 or 8 of them as I started to come into the Whitney vicinity, to the vicinity of the lake. On the other side of the dam, there were a few over there, and then there were some right around the dam. And then I passed 3 or 4 as I was coming through town to get here. And one of those was just back there that we passed. But it seems like they throw RV parks up just about anywhere now. And I suspect that a lot of it has to do with the influx of people living in campers during COVID. Because so many people took to the road to do their social distancing and live, in a camper on the road. So I suspect it has to do with that. I'm not sure what kind of money they're making now, and being RV parks, because the reports in the industry is that a lot of people have gone back to their sticks and bricks living rather than living in trailers, because it's not cheap living in a trailer. I'm not paying as much to live in a trailer as I did paying, rent every month on a house plus utilities. So paying $1,000 to live in a house, I'm not spending that. I am spending a little more on gas, or at least when I'm outside in Texas, I spend more on gas than I do in Texas. So, it's definitely a cheaper lifestyle for me when I'm in Texas. So traveling outside of Texas, like I'm going to New Mexico the middle of the month to see my son and my grandson. So we'll be doing that. So that will be more expensive on gas than just going from Lake Whitney to Pecos, and then from Pecos back to Lake Whitney or Lake Medina or whatever, just staying in Texas with campgrounds. So I emailed the people at the campground in Pecos today, because their online reservation system isn't working. So I emailed them today to inquire about reserving a pull-through spot from the 15th to the 21st, and then after I do my doctor appointment on the 21st, then I'll head out the week. I may stay an additional week if they can keep me in the same spot. So that might be switching somebody around, I guess, or something. I don't know. But I'll talk to him about that when I get there and make those arrangements. And my son is familiar with my work schedule, and he works too. So
In a quarter mile, turn left on East Jefferson Avenue.
we'll spend the afternoons after work or evenings, early evenings before Zion's bedtime. We'll spend those together, and mainly getting to know each other again.
At the light, turn left on East Jefferson Avenue.
Because the last time I saw my son was 2009. Or 2010, after I started grad school. Or before I started grad school, but when I started the job at helping open people's eyes, because I made a trip through Texas before I started my job, and I went to Fiesta in San Antonio, which is where I decided that I really liked the city of San Antonio. So I went to Fiesta there.
Turn right onto North Lavaca Street.
And then from there drove up to San Jose and spent a week with my son there. And so that was, I think the last time that I actually spent time with him was then. And then something happened, and I'm not sure what it was. It didn't happen on my end. It happened on his end, and we became estranged for whatever reason. I'm not sure what it was.
Then turn right onto North Bosque Street.
But yeah. Anyway, so this will be our chance to repair whatever the problem is. Hopefully he'll tell me what the problem is, because I'm not really sure. All I know is he says he wants a better relationship with me, and I want a better relationship with him.
Turn right onto North Bosque Street.
So we'll see what happens.
In a quarter mile, your destination will be on the left.
Okay, in a quarter mile, my destination is on the left. Okay, all right, thank you. So we can turn her off now. So we're ready to go back to the campground. So this is a nice little town, Lake Whitney. School zone time, so there's a school around here somewhere because we're driving through a school zone. Oh, Whitney Elementary right here on the right, where all the cars are parked waiting to pick their kids up. There you go. Okay, that was easy. Whitney, oh, they're all waiting at the door for their kids. That's special. That's special. Family Dollar. Here's our turn. Okay, that's where we're going. Because they have a Amazon locker that I had my stuff delivered to. So lots of smoking stuff here. Vape barrel and all that stuff. Okay, Mickey, I'm going to trust you to not be barking at everybody. Yeah, you're going to wait here in the car while I go in and get my package out of Amazon. Oops. Okay, you're gonna wait here. Well, I go get my pack. Okay, so that was really super simple. Picking up that package at the locker. The thing that I'm noticing is that there are no ice cream shops here. Because I thought maybe I might want to go for some ice cream.
Head north on South Bosque Street towards South Lavaca Street.
Okay, so we're going to go out the way we came in. Alright.
Head west towards South San Jacinto Street.
Well, make up my fucking mind. Which way am I going?
Head north on South Bosque Street towards South Lavaca Street. In a quarter mile, turn left onto North Lavaca Street.
Bluebell ice cream. Bobby's Burgers. Might be a place to come and check into eating. Screen house. Ball. There's lots of sporting activities over here. Okay. So that must be what it is. That must be what it is, because there's the horseshoe pits. Tennis club, or tennis, basketball, all that stuff. They got a lot of stuff over here, sporting stuff. Okay. Alright. So, this is the road we came in. So we have to go out the same road we came in. Which is okay. Definitely would not be a place you're going to bring one of those low-slung vehicles into, especially one of those ones with the loud mufflers. You're dragging everything here. Okay. Alright, so now we're back on the way to the campsite. Saturday, I think we'll take a drive over to the dam to see the dam. So I'm going to have my daughter send since I'll be here till the 14th, send any mail that I have to general delivery here in Whitney. I didn't realize that was a thing until I got to the Army Corps of Engineers site in South Dakota. Well, I mean, I knew it was because I had a client who used to go play disc golf with a friend of hers. But I didn't think it was a thing like at RV parks or whatever. But there was one in South Dakota. I don't remember seeing one at Lake Medina. But then I didn't really explore too much else of the park except the area that I was camping in. Knew that part of the park pretty much by heart. The upper areas I didn't know very well. So unlike that one, I have explored all of this one, and I have a campsite. The next time I come here, I'm going to request. I will drive by and show you that campsite. We walked by it this morning on our early morning walk. It wasn't a sunrise walk, but we did do an early morning walk this morning, and we found this campsite. It's a B39, and I know in bingo B39 doesn't work, but this is an awesome campsite. One that staying 2 weeks would be an invitation for me to put up my little screen house so Winky can be outside without having to be on a leash. I'm not in a spot now where I can put that up. I don't think so anyway. Maybe behind the trailer. I don't know, I'll have to look and see. Oops, keep putting that in the way. Yeah, we'll have to look and see if we can put that up here where we are. Because I have a mat to put down underneath it. I have, one of those outdoor mat rug things to put down underneath that. So I might be able to put that up behind the trailer. So my campsite directly in front of us. This is where I am today. Nice shady spot. The air conditioner is not running all day. No, there's not going to be room behind. And have it be level, it will all be downhill. And a downhill slant. So, yeah, so we walked through the campground this morning. We did the whole loop of the bee campground. And the site that I discovered that I am going to request for next time. I suppose I could request it now and move down there this weekend. I suppose I could. It's just an awesome site. And a lot of these people who are in here are annual people, where they leave their camper here year-round, and they can actually camp 210 days out of the year, but the camper can stay 365 days. And when I'm ready to stop traveling so much, I may look into that, an annual one. So this one is B39, and the trailer will fit beautifully in here, and then it has all of this back space where I could put that tent house up, and she and I can hang out back here in the shade where it's not too hot. So B39 is the campsite to keep in mind. Make sure there's sewer. The whole point of the one I have is that it's a full hookup. No sewer here. Yeah, so that one's not going to work because there's no sewer. Dang it. Okay, no sewer. So while it's a very cool campsite, it is not going to work. So the thing that I noticed is that the sites that have sewer have a big S on the bottom of the electric box. So that's how you know that there's sewer in that spot. Like that one right back there has a big S on the bottom of it. So, Let's back up and look at that one, because that could be a good one. That goes down the hill. I don't know that. We'll put the tent house up over on the left. Yeah, so just shopping camp spots, because I will be back since I have a membership. That could be a good one where I could set the tent house up also. So this is the shower. These are very nice showers that they have in here. Well kept, clean. Yeah. So we're going to cut through over here. We're going to cut through here and go up our side so that I can back in front of the trailer. Oh, excuse me. Okay, this is our street, or our side of the street, kind of thing. So, yeah. So when shopping for camping spots, that is the thing I have to keep in mind, that have to make sure there's a nest on the bottom, which indicates that they're super. Back in without running over the satellite or hitting any trees. Not hitting trees is like really important, and not hitting the camper. That's really important too. That's probably more important than not hitting the camper and knocking it off. Okay, so we're in. Okay, that's our tour of Lake Whitney and the campground. So you get to share my disappointment that B39 is not an option because there is no sewer. So we won't be moving there.